Hello, my name is Micah Stewart, and this is the Main Street Gym virtual tour. Main Street Gym is a 25,000 square foot fitness facility located in Midlothian, Texas. It has a full range of resistance and cardio equipment, as well as a walking track, 65-foot swimming pool, as well as state-of-the-art fitness rooms designed for group exercise classes. The gym services around 2,000 members. Fun fact about this facility, it actually used to be a David's supermarket. So as you can tell from the photo above, you'll see the layout and the organization of the construction inside. I mean, obviously it looks like a gym, but there's definitely some remnants of David's supermarket inside. So that's something to note. Also, this Main Street Gym used to be in the same shopping center in a very small office suite just adjacent of where it is now, and it was 4,000 square foot and shared its space with a PT clinic. So definitely moving on up in space there. So upon entering the gym, members are greeted by the front desk staff. Now, the front desk is always staffed during open hours, basically Monday through Friday from about 5 a.m. to 10, and then adjusted hours on Saturday, Sunday. But that's basically the first thing that members will see when they come in is this big desk right here to the left of the front door. And in this video, this is going to be a pan from right to left. Now, if you'll notice there in the vending machine and that couch on the back side of that wall is the daycare center. So remember that as we move through. But that's what a member is going to see when they first enter Main Street Gym. Now, after 5 years of operation, the ownership and staff has come up with this design for most efficient use of space, this layout, I should say, for most efficient use of space. There's a very large walking track that surrounds the center of the gym floor, and a majority of the equipment is in the center of this walking track. The cardio is in a horizontal lines facing the front of the gym with the resistance equipment, creating a large U around it. This is great because a lot of people can be on the floor and still have open travel to the fitness rooms and wherever else in the gym. So kudos to them for coming up with this layout because, again, a lot of people can be in there and you can still move freely between equipment and to the fitness rooms. And this bottom photo is the back side of the gym where the free weights are. Again, you see that kind of linear fashion of the weight arrangement with the walking track in the center. Now, these videos are going to give you some better perspective of the gym. We're going to start with this first video up top here. Now, this is looking from the locker rooms. This is right on the back side of the desk, and you'll see we're going to 180 to the desk. 360 to the desk. Now, that's the pool. There's that walking track we talked about. Inside is the resistance equipment. And there's the cardio wrapping around. There's the free motion. We'll go over that. That's the kids care that you'll see in the back there. And again, now it's the front desk. Okay, so that's basically a 360. And if the camera were to keep going, you would end up right back at the locker rooms. Now the second video here, this is at the back of the gym. There's our free weights section. Or the free weight section, I should say. And this bottom video is going to do a 360 pan of the back of the gym. You notice, again, the resistance equipment riding around the walking track. There is some peripheral equipment off to the side. And this is going to pan all the way back around. You're going to see these bathrooms here in the very back. There's two standalone bathrooms and a storage closet back there. That is actually the very back of the gym. And now we've 360 back. Again, here's the free weight section from the opposite side, our walking track with the equipment in the center. Okay. Now, much of Main Street Gym's 25,000 square foot is going to be located in this large open area. And again, this is where, remember, it's a supermarket, so this is where your aisles would have been. There's a ton of equipment in there, sea of equipment there. So again, I thought they did a great job with the layout of this equipment. Now, as you can see at the top, what I want you to take note of in this photo is the HVAC units and the large fan directly in the center of the gym. There's a lot of good air movement in this gym. There are no hot spots. It felt very comfortable. Basically, the staff is always checking in real time to make sure that the temperature is fluid all the way through the gym, and again, it felt very, very comfortable there. Now, also, I want you to take note of the LED lights up top running in rows across the gym. This gym is bright. There are no dim spots really anywhere in the gym. So these are close-ups of the HVAC and the very large fan. I thought it was funny. The large fan is actually the company that makes them is called Big Ass Fans. I'm not making that up. You see it on the blade there. According to the front desk staff, this thing can move some air. It looks like helicopter blades. It's very reminiscent of a helicopter. But this thing runs at 40% of its maximum power capacity. The desk staff said that 60 to 80%, it's almost dangerous how fast that fan is moving. So at 40%, it cools that entire, or I shouldn't say cool, but moves air through that entire room that we just saw in that last photo. Now, these HVAC units, these are what you're going to see through the entire gym except the pool room. The pool room is the only room that does not have these exact HVAC units. Now let's talk about the indoor track. This is a big selling point, especially for the senior adults. It's indoor, rubber matted. It's 22 laps equaling a mile. We've already talked about how it surrounds the gym equipment, but I think that's an interesting thing that we should take note of. That it creates a barrier, keeping the population, a majority of the population, either in the center there or in the fitness rooms. So there can be a ton of people in the gym, but it's not really going to feel crowded because they're all situated there in the center or off into the fitness rooms. So I think that's pretty cool. The pool is 65 foot. It is definitely heavily utilized. Lots of people free swimming. There's many aerobic classes that happen there throughout the week. Also, the high school swim team contracts out to use the pool. It is only 65 foot, so the pictures really don't show its size, but it's not that large. It's way longer than it is wide. It offers 5 lanes, but it also has a specialized chair to help disabled folks in and out of the pool, as well as special needs and physical therapy. The therapy clinic that's attached uses this chair quite a bit. So now I want you to look up in this top right photo. You notice that the air conditioning HVAC system is a little bit different in this part of the gym. It's definitely harder to keep this part cool, very humid environment, so that's something to take note. The pool stays at 86 degrees. It's always too cold though, according to the senior adults. This video is going to show you a pan from left to right, give you kind of a better feel of what the pool room actually looks like. What I want you to take note of in this particular video is the windows. I think that's a great feature during the construction because this gives sight lines to for the members and the front desk staff or the staff to be able to look in and see what's going on in the pool. Also, it's good advertisement to the classes that are held there and whatnot. But the most important feature is the safety, that the staff can look into the pool at any time just to make sure that everything is okay and there's not an emergency happening. And it's stopped right now on the locker rooms, the girls and boys locker rooms, male, female locker room. And that's right around the corner there. Okay. Now this is the system that the pool uses. This is actually a beta system. There are only 3 of these in use right now in gyms in America, across America. It's a triple defense system. They're testing these out for gyms, and Main Street Gym just happened to be one of the ones that was chosen. So again, triple defense, it employs ultraviolet and salt water as a backup system. So it does a good job of keeping the pool clean, according to the staff. But it's a double-edged sword. It's a lot of maintenance that goes along with it. Apparently, it's a headache, but it does its job. But again, it takes a lot of maintenance to keep this thing up and running. Now this video is going to show you the employee access to the pool room to the pool pump, I should say, the system that's in the back. Also, this is going to show you the emergency exit. Now, those filters are what the staff has to clean when they clean the pool. And you'll notice now we're going to pan over. This is the pool room. And this door actually leads back into the pool. Kids Care is another amenity that Main Street Gym has to offer. Children 18 months to 5 years are required to be in the Kids Care room at all times, always a staff member in there with them. There is a homework room that is adjacent to this, and we'll look at that here in a second. Not much to offer there, TV, Wi-Fi, few desks, but this picture in the background is actually of the Kids Care room. So I felt that this equipment was probably an important feature to note, just because it's kind of its own entity. This is free motion equipment. It's a unique equipment that's got a cable pulley, but it's meant to feel like isolation equipment, like hammer strength, or if you're familiar with resistance equipment like that. So something that I thought was neat was that they put this equipment here specifically because it's easy to move on the concrete floor. So it's there for a reason. Now this video is going to show you a pan from the far right side of the gym. Looking over, you can kind of see the pool in the back, the free motion. Now there's the front desk I should say, I'm sorry. Front door right there where that bright light is, and this is the Kids Care room, and right here to the left is that homework room. Again, not much to note there, but it is there. Main Street Gym offers many group exercise classes, almost 50 a week. Some of them have 20 to 30 people that attend them. So yeah, definitely need some serious space to hold those folks. So there's 3 fitness rooms made available for members. Each one is unique in its design and its function. We'll go over those now. So fitness room 1 is kind of the catch-all room. They use this quite a bit for any kind of kickboxing class, stretch classes, silver sneaker classes. And what I want you to take note of in this room is the floor. And I know in my notes, I said it almost has a bouncy feel, but really it's actually quite soft. It's not, even though it looks like hardwood, it's definitely not. It's a type of laminate, I believe. I'm not 100% certain, but it's definitely not hardwood. But this is to minimize the impact. So for step aerobics and again, those silver sneakers or senior citizen classes. Now this video is just going to give you a nice little pan of the room and let you get a better feel of what's inside. Now, fitness room 2 is very unique. This is the smallest of the 3 rooms, but it's unique in the equipment that it has inside. The room itself is pretty basic. Mirrors along one wall, concrete wall on the exterior, and just drywall with a couple of LEDs and an HVAC unit. But the equipment is really what sets it apart. You'll notice up top it has a 6-headed rope system. This is called a Marpo rope, and it is the slang term is the endless rope, and you can adjust that pulley up and down. You can pull the rope from all different angles. Apparently it is very, very high intensity. And then also the elliptical in the back. That is a Spark trainer. That's a state-of-the-art of elliptical that actually uses air resistance. And again, that's very high intensity. All of these things are low impact, believe it or not. So you can get a good workout in without killing your joints. And so that's what Fitness Room 2 has to offer. Again, this little video is going to be just a nice pan to show you kind of the layout of the room itself. Great. Last but not least, the House of Pain. What a good name there. The House of Pain serves as a space for personal trainers to do one-on-one sessions. So this kind of doubles as the training studio. It's the largest room. It's 1,300 square foot. These pictures really don't do a good job of kind of showing you the sheer size of this room. It's very large. I would say about 10 to 12 meters across. You'll notice it has two types of flooring. It On one side you got the turf, which offers a space for people to push sleds and do any kind of agility work, that kind of stuff. And then on the rubber mat, it looks like my screen recording cut off that bottom part of my notes, but the rubber mats really do a good job of absorbing impact from weights. So definitely a lot of like Olympic lifting that happens in here, as well as just some serious weight training. This is also where they have all the boot camps that they offer, which are quite a few. So again, this room is kind of the catch-all, has a lot of multi-use between the personal training, boot camps, and what members use. Now, okay, here we go. We've got another pan. Just kind of give you, again, a better idea of what's in the room. Now, what I want you to take note of in this room is that door right there. So that door is a storage closet. Okay, I know that doesn't sound very interesting, but the interesting thing is, remember, this facility was a supermarket. So there's a loading dock back there, meaning that there is just a metal door, a garage door, that separates the indoor from the outdoor. And they do have that garage door chained up because of an injury that happened to a member climbing out of there. But that garage door, when it becomes very hot or very cold, it definitely affects the temperature in this room. And so remember, this is the biggest of all three, and it has a single HVAC unit in here to cool this whole room. So to kind of give you some comparison, there was a single HVAC unit in the room next to it, the fitness room too, and it's about half the size. So it is very hard to heat and cool this room. And also, that does, excuse me, the condensation and the things, the elements coming through there actually plays a role in damaging equipment as well. So that is the end of the tour. I definitely think Main Street Gym has a lot to offer for a mom and pop gym that's privately owned and operated. It's got some unique features that I think if you're in Midlothian, Texas, it's worth checking out. So I hope this virtual tour was helpful, and yeah, that's it.